Good morning, everyone. I haven't made a video in a while, and it's just been on my heart to make this video for a little while, and so I wanted to make it. And the reason I'm making it is because, well, this is an election year, and things are pretty crazy. The world is, our country is very divided, which is a shame. It was said by our founding father, John Dickenson, that united we stand, divided we fall. And we need to keep that in mind because right now we are very divided and it's just horrible, I think. I think anybody who is going to be voting this year, and if you're watching the political parties, no matter what party which side you're on, Republican, Democrat, whatever side, that you should really fact check, because I have seen lies on both sides. I've seen the Republicans lie and I've seen the Democrats lie. And I don't know if it's because they themselves don't know the truth and they're just, or if they're deliberately lying. I don't know. But I just know I've seen lies on both sides of the parties. And so you need to do your fact checking. Don't just believe what your party is telling you. You need to listen to both sides and you need to fact check to see if what they're saying is true. Because there's so many lies go out there right now on both sides and so many lies in the media, and it's just, everything's just so biased. So I encourage you to fact check everything. Don't just believe what you hear. And that goes for the media, for your political speakers, or whoever it is. Fact check, because there's just so many lies that are being told. You can't really believe anything that you hear these days. So I just want to encourage that, and I think that it's really important that no matter which party you're on, that you look at both sides. See what the other side is saying. Don't just listen to everything that your party is saying, because how do you know? I mean, I don't know. I just think it's important to see all sides of the coin and not just listen to one side. It just makes for wiser decisions. So that's what I want to say right now. I thank you for listening. Yeah, I just think it's really important. We're not supposed to be divided. This is the United States, not the divided states. So we need to come together on both sides of the political parties. You shouldn't hate one side because they have a different opinion than you. I think that is really wrong. We have freedom of speech. We're all entitled to our own opinions and our own way of thinking. And just because someone has a different opinion than you doesn't mean you can't be friends with that person, And I don't think anybody should be hated. I think it's really terrible that they've put Donald Trump in this hate. I mean, I don't know. Or Biden. There's people that hate Biden too. But I just think more of Donald Trump's been more from the media side. He's been really painted this bad picture of him, and he's not a monster. He's not a Hitler. Biden either. I mean, these are just human beings. They're just because they're both on different sides of the political, both have political different points of views of things. Doesn't mean that they're, we don't have to demonize them. And the hatred that's out there for these political people. I mean, come on, we don't. Hatred is such a horrible, horrible emotion. I mean, that is something that should not be in America. That level of hatred for one person. I mean, that comes from different countries. I mean, isn't that what? I mean, we talk about how other countries hate the United States, but we have that hatred here within our United States, and it's just terrible. I mean, I've heard so many things like, oh, too bad they missed when, the assassination attempt on Donald, and I just think, what a horrible thing to say, I mean, yeah, we don't have to like the guy. You don't have to like the guy, but dislike and hatred are two different things, and wishing a person dead, I mean, that's really horrible. Horrible. So I don't think anybody should be talking that way. I don't think anybody should be thinking that way. Um, you know, I mean, we're against terrorism. You know, we're against all of that, but that's kind of, hatred is kind of a terrorist thing. It's not godly. It's not. It's the worst emotion that we can have in our hearts. So we should really look at that. And you know, the people that follow Trump, they're not. They're not. Shouldn't hate them either. I mean, they're entitled to their political opinions. I honestly, kind of in the middle. I don't really. I think both parties are a little too extreme. A little too extreme right, a little too extreme left, and I kind of go for something more in the middle. Um, but we don't need to be hating each other over our differences of opinions. I just think this is America. And just because someone has a different opinion, it doesn't mean we need to hate that person. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions and their own way of thinking. And we should have our freedom of speech. And that's what America is all about. But we need to come together and compromise and get this hatred out of our heart. And we need to fact check and look at both sides. Look at both sides of the parties before you make your decisions. So God bless everyone. And just remember that, have love in your heart. Get that hatred. That hatred is no good. Get it out of there. God bless you and have a wonderful day.